Hello and welcome, friends. My name is Jerry. This is my friend,
Adrian.
and we are here this week to review the album Dummy by Portishead. This is an album I remember from my youth. Do you know anything about it?
Very little. I read that it's kind of trip hop, some electronic elements. So, I mean, that sounds something that's my cup of tea. So that's all I know, though. British?
Yep, I think so. Grade 12 and then grade 13, high school, my friends all moved away because they were older than me. So I was kind of like on my own. And then this new kid came to school and he liked British pop. And this was one of the bands he was into, and The Verve and Oasis. And then I remember driving, listening to this album on CD. I knew for the first time I needed a subwoofer. There was something about this music, and I'd only like Led Zeppelin was my favorite band before this. So this was a drastic departure and I really liked it. There's something beautiful about this album. My kids were listening to it and I'm like, whoa, why is Portishead coming out of your phone? It was just TikTok, right? People on TikTok pick up these songs that you forget about.
As always, the uncut version on our Patreon. Well, we can get into it. This is track 1, Mysterons. Kind of a mysterious tone to the guitar a little bit.
Yeah, it was like surf guitar that had been trebled up.
And her vocals are dry. Like, it's just sound very clean, nothing on them. Really cool artwork. I love the artwork and the font and the text. It's cool.
I think that's the lead singer on the cover, sitting in the middle there.
Okay.
I've seen her. I've never seen them in concert, but I've seen her performing, and she would like smoke and like get all into it.
Oh, I've seen clips of that actually. Yeah, iconic stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say the drums had like that breakbeat feel.
Nowadays, you'd add more layers to it, right? You wouldn't leave it to be like this. It would be way fuller, and there'd be way more production to it.
Yeah, it was pretty sparse and dark, but I liked the guitar and the drums were really, really great. I was surprised though that her vocals were super dry. There's like no effects on them. I guess with the trip hop, you just assume like trippy,
right?
You know, so
right.
Like there'd be like whatever. But well, this is track 2, Sour Times.
I get a lot of old James Bond vibes from the guitar.
Is that a guitar doing that jangly thing?
I think so.
It's nice.
So you've got a guitar plucking and a bass following at the same time, and then a second guitar doing that jangly thing.
I love how the bass descends here. So cool.
Good call.
Oh, you have that like dust coming in and out. I love how it's like driven by the drums and the that breakbeat feel. It feels like it would be fun to play live because it's just you're locked into kind of the same rhythm throughout the whole thing.
And she almost has the vibe of like a beat poet in those two songs.
It makes you think of some other 90s stuff, like even a little bit like Moby. There was this other album I listened to a lot in high school that was by this artist called AIM. And it was a lot of like breakbeat stuff from the 90s. And then there's this also, I think it's like Christian Sebastian or something. There's another song with like Veba. Anyways, gives me that kind of vibe.
Yeah, the 90s, like, what do we do with hip hop? What do we do with jazz? What do we do with rock? What the heck? This is kind of like that mashup. And I like the sparseness of it, but I didn't think of it as sparse when I first heard it. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
This is track 3, Strangers. That's so cool, man.
Good drop, right?
Yeah. The beep and the groove is in the drum break is so cool.
I love driving to this album. It's great in a car, loud.
I don't know what I was expecting, but not this.
No?
But I'm really enjoying it. It's really cool.
The first chorus, it was just her singing, kind of sad. And then the second time, when it comes in with all this in the background,
Yeah.
so gnarly. It's like filthy. And it almost like she has the power. At first, she almost feels like timid and sad. And then when she comes in the second time with the band behind her singing the same verse, chorus, you believe her.
Yeah, the intro, it sounded like it was like a record from like the 1940s or something.
Totally.
Super thin.
Yes.
And then it comes in huge. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
I wanted to time the drop with my hand. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think that one's my favorite so far.
Oh, totally.
That beat, so mechanical, but had a nice like swing to it. We're moving on to track 4, which is It Could Be Sweet. They sneaking in little samples of something?
I think I've been wondering that the whole time.
Because it sounds like there's these little hits or something.
There.
Yeah. Or like an orchestra hit or something. Yeah. And a synth bass this time.
Yeah.
808 almost. And the first time I'm noticing effects on her vocals. There's just a slight delay. Or echo or whatever.
I could take it or leave it though. Was that an 808 bass?
I think so.
Oh.
I think so.
I love those shouts because I want to be able to pick it out of a crowd and know.
Well, okay. I mean, we're on to track 5, which is Wandering Star.
Please, could you stay away to share my grief?
love the synths. Love the drums. They're dry.
And there's again that little crackling.
And the scratching. Here you get a great little guitar lead.
Yeah, that's gotta be from a sample. That's so cool. Look at all those writers.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this track, I guess.
It could be from the sample.
Samples.
Yeah.
Wandering Star is the actual OG name for planets. Planet means a wandering star. The blackness, the darkness forever. I wonder if it's a reference to just like the darkness enveloping every planet that goes around the sun.
I like the little snippets they had in there, and the scratches were much more prominent on that one than all the other ones.
They almost sound artificial, the scratches, but I couldn't tell.
And the little shots of the samples were just like such a nice little touch. I think that's happened like a couple ones. It's just more like that one was more upfront with it a little bit.
Like if a song like that was made now, it would be 2.5 minutes, maybe 3. They really played the ending long, and they played the parts a lot longer than they would nowadays. I think we just get bored quicker.
Yeah, before they made this before everyone was TikTokified.
Yeah, we were different people when this album came out.
All right, we're on to track 6, which is It's a Fire.
It's a fire. These dreams have passed me by. This salvation I desire.
She feels so close.
Mm-hmm.
Almost too close.
Keeps getting me down. 'Cause we need to recognize mistakes for time and again. So let it be known for what we believe.
Some gospel chords.
It feels like the organ's modulating a bit.
I can see no reason.
It's pretty.
For it to fail. 'Cause this life is a fight.
The bass, man.
Tell it's fooling us now. So let it be known for what we believe.
They love the outro.
They do.
Let you down slow.
Although we're getting a fade out. First fade out, I think.
I think so. The organ really opens it up. Almost makes it feel old-fashioned and kind of weird. Yeah, it's so moody, the music.
Very moody. Really love the chord progression, and like the claps were kind of scattered. They're like huge. It's like a group, you know. And I mean, I think the word chill gets thrown around so easily these days, but this is pretty chill.
It's pretty chill.
Again, this is with their drum sounds and their grooves. It's like another artist I would love to get like a sample pack of their drum sounds. I mean, we're halfway though. So okay, so it's snack time, and we continue on our chocolate wave.
Yeah, there's got to be a chocolate. Yeah, chocolate avalanche? No.
Cadbury once more, and we got Premium Dark. How was it?
It's good. I'm trying to decide if their light chocolate is better than their dark chocolate. That toffee chocolate we had the other day was like the best chocolate I've ever had. It was crazy good. But the Cadbury toffee one was actually giving me like endorphins and dopamine hits and stuff.
Good chocolate. Cadbury never misses.
Ever.
Well, we're on to the second half, and this is track 7, Numb. More organ.
You hear the Compton sounding synth?
Yeah, it's very, very subtle.
Just won't leave me alone.
really serious lyrics and really atmospheric, dark sounds.
Yeah.
That organ hit, it's so haunted house.
It's been like that on a couple of tracks.
Yeah. A lot of themes of loneliness, emptiness, lost love, and it fits with the whole mood. Yeah, so there's not really that much to say that we haven't been saying throughout. A new style, a new sound for the time.
So we're on to track 8, which is Roads.
There's Roads. What instrument is this, Adrian?
Electric piano?
Yeah, right?
It's gotta be.
Oh, can't anybody see?
This would be so great for a movie.
Yeah.
We've got a war to fight. Never find our way. Regardless.
Really sad
what they
chords.
say.
It's like, could be like a scene of like a car driving at night.
Roads.
Yeah.
But you're right. But the electric piano is so great throughout.
Yeah.
It repeats. I like the layering of the instrumentals in this track.
That guitar is so cool. And strings too.
Love that bass.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
They start so sparse, give you everything you ever wanted in a song, and then go back to sparse.
Surprised to hear the strings, but that was incredible. When that bass, man.
Filthy.
And her delivery in that song really matched the sadness of that electric piano.
Her enunciation on some of the words and her articulation of speech is interesting. Like, she really hits her T's, and
But that was one of my favorites, I think.
me too, so far.
All right, we're on to track 9, which is Pedestal.
How can I believe this miracle where the wind blows dry through the force of
There's so much beautiful low end in this.
undenied by his love. You abandon me, how I suffer.
She sounds very pretty in this song.
Enter and rejoice this pedestal where the rain goes high.
A theremin.
I was going to say, like, some of the background reminds me a little bit, that too,
I'm listening.
a little bit of Boards of Canada again. Just like the keys a little bit.
This is pre-Boards, though, right? Isn't Boards 97?
Yeah, guess we have to fact check. But yeah, I think 96. I think.
This is 94, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
This is early shit. And this, the blending of the drums and the bass and everything else going on, it's crazy.
And I love these little pauses they do. They've done on a couple songs where they do like scratches or bits of a sample and then they go back into it. It's a nice way to break it up.
It's like ear candy snack time.
Nice.
This is the trumpet with the
mute.
The mute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I hear harmonics on the bass. Here.
Yeah, good shout.
That's crazy.
That little high note was what was making me feel Boards of Canada. I did not think it was good shout.
It's just beautiful.
It feels like every visual for every song in this album could be shot in slow motion, like super slow motion or something. You know what I mean? Just has that feeling about it.
Yeah.
I'm curious now. I want to see the Boards of Canada thing. Their first album, 1995. So after this, Music Has the Right to Children, their most famous one, 1998.
Oh.
So I guess they're contemporaries because this was their debut. So they debuted one year after.
Right. Okay.
Boards of Canada, I mean. It seems like there was like this interesting thing in the 90s where a lot of people saw what was happening with hip hop and took a lot of those like grooves and, you know, rhythmic parts of it and brought it into other stuff. Like I think of Moby, I think of AIM, I think of the other one I was talking about. I'm looking it up now. Oh, Ray and Christian. That's sort of like just breakbeat heavy. It's just like a really cool mixture. It's almost like this fascination kind of. Well, we're on to the second last one.
It's just flown by.
This is track 10, Biscuit.
Cookie's a Dutch word for cake.
Really?
Koek. Koekja.
Koekja. I think the pauses too. Nice.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's so cool, man.
This is a sample, right?
Yeah, that's so cool. The scratches are insane.
I feel like the album just gets better and better with every track.
I would agree.
I'm so invested at this point. Like I'm just so into it.
The use of the sample as like the chorus or the refrain or whatever, so cool. I love that sort of thing when you can like, and you just go back to it and it's super slowed down because, you know, really deep voice and stuff like that is just so cool. And the scratches were insane. So fun. Like I was not expecting this, but trip hop, that totally makes sense now. And then even at the end, you got a little bit more of the other sample, like some horns. And it's hard to make a groove that slow groovy, but we're both sitting there like this, you know?
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
This is their first freaking album.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is so, like, to have your sound this defined, because it's consistent throughout, right? Like, they have their formula sounds like it's taking away from it, but, like, they have their sound, and it's really unique. And for it to be their first, like, that's really crazy.
Truth be told, I don't think I listened to any of their other albums. I listened to this album, freaking loved it, and then I've listened to tracks on Spotify of theirs, but I haven't sat down and listened to any other albums. This album was just so special to me. It was like a snapshot into grade 12. Glory Box, last song, hey?
Mm-hmm. This is track 11, Glory Box. This one sounds familiar.
I know, right? same bass line as Sour Times.
Playing with this bow and arrow, gonna give my heart away, leave it to the other.
Sometimes with her delivery, she throws you off.
Give me a reason to love you. Give me a reason to be.
This string line.
I just wanna be a woman.
And her voice is so like it's very thin. Like
But then the chorus, she comes in with a little more gusto. And I love the yeah before. Yeah!
it's almost like it's like an old record, like because it's that thin and there's some crackle too. Man. TV Girl very much would have been inspired by them because of the sample and just the hip hop kind of inspired groove.
Pretty great, huh?
Yeah.
It had a bit of a slow start. First two tracks I'm watching, I'm like, this is not how I wanted to introduce Portishead to you. But then as it grew on, it just got deep.
No, I agree. Yeah, from Strangers on, I agree. Roads or Strangers? I don't know which one's my favorite.
Biscuit was really doing it for me with the bass.
Oh, Biscuit. Yeah. Yeah, shoot. What are your thoughts after revisiting it?
I still like it. It aged really well. As a matter of fact, when I listen to this album, and this is one I do listen to, it hasn't been 10 years since I've listened to it, but when I do listen to it, I'm like, yeah, it aged really well. Like these guys were either ahead of their time or they made something so good it just stood the test of time. But it's really good. I almost feel bad for them because I think they made such a banger the first time. I don't know if did they ever surpass this? I don't know.
I guess we'll have to find out.
I hope I didn't offend anybody by saying this. I never followed them after this. What happened to me? I think I moved away and then there was no Portishead in America because I was living in the US right after high school. But everyone I introduced Portishead to liked them. If I play it in the car when we're driving, they're like, oh, this is good. It's just no one ever was like, What are your thoughts?
I really, really, really enjoyed that. Really ahead of their time. And I mean, the production is like so great. Like I love the break beats and just how it's groove focused, and sure it's down tempo, but they still keep you locked in with it. Lovely organ and electric piano throughout the whole thing, and the use of samples was awesome. Which song was that they did? Pedestal?
Yeah, Pedestal.
That they had that vocal sample as like the refrain.
I'll never fall in love again. Yeah, I like that.
That was great. And the scratches. It's just such a nice mix of stuff that, I mean, I wasn't alive in the 90s, but it seems like it'd be kind of crazy to hear, you know, because it's kind of borrowing from a bunch of different things. Her vocals are great. And it's just easy listening, too. Like, it's I said it before, but, like, I don't like using the word chill, but it was quite chill. This was a really solid introduction to Portishead. Lovely selection of sounds. I was not expecting this when we sat down to do Portishead at all.
I was hoping this is how you would feel. See, for me, I think it's like an A+. I don't know if it's S because of the first two tracks were a little bit, but then again, for its time, it's an S. Like in '94 when this came out, I was like, "What the frick is happening in my ears?" And I didn't like this kind of music, but I listened to it. I'm like, I like this kind of music. So this was an important album for me. But yes, I'm somewhere between A+ and S. Do I have to pick one? I'll say A+.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna go A-A because it was a slower start, but then it really grew. And I'm forgetting about the orchestration on Rhodes. That was incredible.
The strings.
Yeah, wow. But really enjoyed it, and I'm going to be listening to this. It's like a great album to put on, I think, you know?
If you're just chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, just chilling.
If you're driving down a road. Yeah, that was really great. Thank you for joining me. It's actually nice listening to this kind of stuff with you because you taught me you're still teaching me about like what these instruments are and how they're used. So it's neat.
Also, you knew ball back then.
Yeah, I guess I got it lucky a couple times. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I loved it.
What
I know
do you
what I
mean?
like.
You have Radiohead, you have Portishead, you have Air, Pavement, all these guys.
That's true. I was lucky. I had a family that supported me in music. Like we talked about music and listened to it. My mom would buy me like crazy random CDs with all these weird bands on it, and then they just show up later on in life. Like it's great. Music should form the soundtrack of your life. Well, we appreciate you joining us as you have been doing, and we love the comments and the feedback and the interaction with you. So thank you so much for joining us again on this Radiohead journey. Nope. Portishead. Some kind of head. Thank you for joining us.
Until next time. See ya.
Bye.